You have the power to shape Australia's future. You really do. But in the face of challenges, if you choose to do nothing, you won't be able to put your power into use. That's why we are still facing many challenges, such as battling racism, sexism, and bullying. There are so many possibilities of what Australia's future could be, which leads me to a question. Australia, where to next? Before the lockdown, I had the luck of spending a weekend at a small town in Western New South Wales called Culra, and was surprised to find a beautiful Japanese garden there, as this area was so small that it seemed impossible for something significant to be there. During the trip, I found some interesting facts about this garden. It was built in 1976 as a symbol of the connection between Australia and Japan. It was near the World War camp where the infamous Cowa breakout happened in 1944, where Japanese soldiers tried to escape the Australian prisons and over 200 people died. Despite the fact that Japan was Australia's enemy, Australia built the Japanese a war cemetery which has been well maintained. The Japanese government was grateful for the respectful treatment of their war dead, and over time, the two nations became friends. I was inspired by the love and kindness that Australia had shown. With respect, we can turn enemies to friends. Building a peaceful community allows us to live and work happily, regardless where we come from. On my way home from Culra, I had the luck of spotting beautiful flannel flowers at the Blue Mountains. It has a lovely pink colour and a soft wool feel. It was one of the most wonderful plants I had ever seen. The locals told me that the last time they had blossomed was 50 odd years ago. Bushfires followed by rainfall gave these plant seeds the exactly right conditions to germinate. It was devastating when bushfires caused a great deal of damage to our community. But interestingly, these flowers can not only survive, but depend on these forest fires to bloom. Sometimes difficult conversations are like forest fires. It can cause discomfort or even controversy, but it's necessary to break the bad cycles. When people get judged for their skin, race, and religion, we know it's wrong, but many of us still choose to remain silent. Have you ever felt good because you were not the one who did wrong? Have you ever felt lucky because you were not the victim? When we leave things unsaid, it indicates that we are okay with the wrongdoings. It's a ripple effect, and these behaviours grow into problems such as racism. We all have an important part to play. What we say shouldn't be about putting others down while building up our own reputation, but instead should be us, connecting as a whole, as one. So unleash your power, be kind, resilient, courageous. Our home Australia can move on to greater things, no matter what challenges are ahead. Looking at the sea of pink flannel flowers, I got really excited as I realised where Australia is going to next.